I have never done a video like this before. I want to share with you, there was a time in my life when things were so difficult and the work was so hard and the challenges were, I thought for a while, almost insurmountable. And I had a lot of birthdays too. I was over 60 years old. I wasn't a young man and I just wanted to give up. Typically in a video like this, I would share a breakthrough, a success, a win, the 3 keys for this, the 5 things that you need to do, and maybe the 7 secrets. And I love stuff like that because it works. But there was a time when I was going through such difficulty that I actually thought about giving up. And I think it's important for you to know that I go through stuff like that as well. And I want to tell you about it. So here's the setup. I had just sold 2 of my last 3 clinics. I had 1 clinic remaining. And I was super, super busy with 5-star management. And I dove into the P&Ls. I went out to the last clinic I owned. And even though it was profitable, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And I made a decision. And that is that I would let everybody go. And I mean everybody. And that I would go back in and I would do everything. I would practice as a solo chiropractor and a full-time practice management consultant. And I bit off almost more than I could chew. And so when I say that I felt like quitting, I wasn't going to quit chiropractic. I wasn't going to quit 5-star management. But I was tempted to sell that clinic, just to get rid of it. But I thought to myself, I was driving home, and those were interesting times. I worked full-time in the morning for 5-star and full-time in the afternoon for Sound Chiropractic. And I remember I would tell Kate sometime that I would go to the basement for a 45-minute vacation. I had so little personal time. And I was beginning to wonder if I had made the best choice. So I'd have that 45-minute vacation, sitting in the recliner, maybe watching some sports on TV, come upstairs and go to work again. But I remember I was sitting in the car and I thought, you know what, I can do this. In fact, it will give me an opportunity to get back into my report of findings. I hadn't done patient care in a long time. It'll give me an opportunity to actually go to a screening, and I hadn't done any external marketing in a long time. So I hired a young woman to work with me, and she was just wonderful. That was Liz. And several attempts at hiring associates, finally found a really, really good guy in Dr. Paul Early. And all of a sudden, there I was. I had a really nice little crew, 1 CA, 1 DC, and me. And I was taking care of patients and teaching new patient orientation class and doing all the marketing. And I remember driving home and thinking to myself, I am so grateful that I did not give in, that I did not give up. I think that this might be instructive for a couple different reasons. Everybody goes through challenges. Everybody does. Everybody does. And you might be pushing hard right now. Maybe you're getting that 45-minute vacation and it feels like you need more. I totally get that. I totally get that. So I want to encourage you. Typically, it's just one more push when you're in the dip. And if you've been through the AEP, you know what the dip is, right? When you're in the dip, it's one more push, and then you break through. You get traction. You start to see daylight. So I hope this is helpful. I believe it will be. I want to encourage you to hang in there. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.